Hey everyone, welcome back to Music Theory for Beginners. I'm Andy, and today we're going to be learning about keys and key signatures. A key tells us which notes in combination will sound good together. This key is not to be confused with the keys on the piano, which is a separate thing. The notes in a key correspond with the notes in that scale. If you memorize all the keys, you can easily build any scale. So for example, a piece of music in the key of C major will primarily use notes from the C major scale, which are C, D, E, F, G, A, B. A piece in the key of G minor will mainly use the notes from the G minor scale, which are G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, and F. A key signature is found at the top of a staff and signifies which key a piece of music is in. A key signature can be represented by the notes in the corresponding scale that have sharps or flats. So the key signature for G minor can be represented by two flats, which would be B flat and E flat. And this is what a key signature looks like. Based on this key signature, what key will the piece be in? Because there's one sharp, and that sharp is what the note F would be, this key signature corresponds with G major, because the G major scale has the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp, so the F has a sharp on it. However, this key signature is also for the key of E minor, since E minor also has the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp. It's just that E minor starts on the E instead of the G. Since these two keys share the same key signature, they're considered relatives. So E minor is a relative minor of G major, and G major is a relative major of E minor. There are 12 different key signatures because there are 12 different notes. One thing to remember is that key signatures either have only sharps or only have flats. There are no key signatures with both sharps and flats. In addition, no two major key signatures have the same number of sharps or flats. Only one major key signature has two sharps, which is D major, and only one major key signature has three flats, which is E flat major, and so on. This applies for every major key. And the only minor key with the same key signature would be the relative minor key. So for D major, it has two sharps, and the only minor key with two sharps would be B minor, which is the relative minor. To organize all the key signatures, a diagram called the circle of fifths is used. So why is it called the circle of fifths, you may be asking? Starting from C and going clockwise, each key signature has an additional sharp. Starting from C and going clockwise, each key signature has an additional sharp. The order of keys is C, G, D, A, E, B, and so on. And if you count up 5 letters from C, C, D, E, F, G, you get to the next key in the circle of fifths, which is G. From G, count up 5 more letters, G, A, B, C, D. You get to D, which is the next key. Now, why is F sharp after B instead of F? The order of keys is separated by roughly 5 letters, but it's more precisely separated by a perfect fifth. A perfect fifth is an interval that is equivalent to 7 half steps, but we will go over that later. A perfect fifth above B, also known as 7 half steps, is F sharp instead of F. If you keep following this pattern, you get back to C. And at around halfway, the key signatures switch to flats instead of sharps. In addition, the bottom keys, F sharp major and C sharp major, can also be written as G flat major and D flat major, since the number of flats and sharps in these keys are roughly the same. The letters in green are the relative minors to the major keys. For example, F minor is the relative minor of A flat major, which means they both have the same key signature. Now we will go over which sharps or flats are in which key and how to determine the key from the key signature. As you can see, each key signature has the same sharps or flats as the key signature before it, plus another accidental. For example, A major has these 3 sharps, and these 2 sharps are also found in D major, and it has 1 extra sharp, which is G sharp. Same for the flats. E flat major has 3 flats, and 2 of these flats can be found in the previous key, which is B flat, and it has an extra A flat. We can use this observation to make a list of the sharps and flats. The order of sharps is F, C, G, D, A, E, B. And you can remember this using the mnemonic. Fat cows go dancing at every ball. If we look, G major has 1 sharp, F. D major has 2 sharps, F and C. A major has 3 sharps, F, C, G. E major has 4 sharps, F, C, G, D. We keep going all the way to C sharp major, which has all of these sharps. F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. Now the order of flats is, interestingly, the reverse of the order of sharps. It is B, E, A, D, G, C, F. You can remember this using the mnemonic, before eating a donut, get coffee first. As we can see, F major has B flat. B flat major has B flat and E flat. E flat major has B, E, and A. To determine the key from a key signature, there are several easy shortcuts. For key signatures with the sharps, you take the sharp on the very right and go up a half step. So for example, if we're in B major, this is the key signature. And we take the sharp on the very right, which is A sharp, and we go up a half step, and you get to B. And that is the key that we're in. We can do this for E major as well. So the sharp on the right is D sharp. And if we go up a half step, you get to E, which is the key. Now for flats, you take the second flat from the right, and that is your key. So for example, in D flat major, the second flat from the right will be this flat, D flat, and that is your key. Same for B flat, the second flat from the right will be B flat, and that's your key. And F is an exception to this rule, since it only has 1 flat. You can't use this rule on F major, but you just have to remember that 1 flat, B flat, is F major. Okay, that's it for today's lesson. Thanks for watching. We'll be posting new music theory videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure to stay tuned. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with your friends if you found it helpful. Be sure to comment down below if you want us to make a video on a specific topic. See you next time on Music Theory for Beginners.